Hey, real quick, before we get into the tour, I just wanted to explain a couple things. I actually take a while to get done with the sketchbook. I've been doing kind of 3 sketchbooks at a time, so this sketchbook has taken me probably like a couple years to finish, so yeah, I'm real slow when it comes to doing sketchbooks. Yeah, that's about it what I wanted to say, so without further ado. So yeah, thanks editing me for explaining all that. First off, I would like to say, sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. For one, I just kind of got done with being sick a little bit, so my voice does sound a little bit odd. And, like, I can't use my mic because every time I try, it's not recording it, and I've already had to record this, like, several times, and it is driving me crazy, so I'm just going to do without having a mic, so it might sound a bit weird, so sorry about that. Also, I have my dog in here, so if he starts making noises like that. So, yeah. And I also have some tea with me because recording takes a long time and that is a lot of work on my voice. So, yeah, let's get into the sketchbook tour before I ramble too much because that is something I tend to do. So, first off, we have a Zelda sticker on the front. And, here's I'm making sure that's in the frame. And, here's sort of my, welcome to my sketchbook spread. Has a few things that I like and, just a little drawing of myself. And, this next spread has some doodles. And my OC Sony, and she likes ladybugs, and I think this page turned out really cute. Sorry if I sound kind of bored with these first few pages because I've done this too many times. This is my me trying to do Mermaid, and if you don't know what Mermaid is, it is basically in the month of May, you draw a mermaid for each day, and you kind of have a prompt that you have, and you draw what that prompt is, or you get inspired by that prompt. For instance, we have Siren, so I drew a siren, which I think she turned out really cool. Or like Star Wars Day for May the 4th, I drew kind of a Jedi-like one. And so I'm going to try not to talk about these too much because otherwise we'll be here all day because there's just a lot to explain with them. Symbiotic turned out really cool. I think what I'll do is just point out ones that I think are which ones I really liked, how they turned out. For Sea Life, I saw something on Pinterest that like kind of had like a clear fin, so I kind of stole the idea from that, but I still think it was kind of cool. And then for Mother, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then I really like how Superstar turned out. I think she's really cool. Then Cyberpunk and Mermaids, I think they're like my favorite. Somehow in Mermaids is Finn. Like he got a little bit of pink in there. And that turned out really cool actually. I think it just, I don't know, it just adds to it. And then like his fin is just really cool. Kind of makes me want to redraw him, but like maybe next Mermaid I'll just like redraw some of these like digitally because that would be kind of cool. And then electronic, I drew a boy underneath the water and his with a gaming device, but the gaming device kind of died. And then right here you can tell I kind of got tired of Mermaid. Mermaid's a lot of work, so I kind of got tired of it. I like Inktober because like you're not drawing the same, like you're not drawing a mermaid over and over again. There's like more options of what you can do. And so I did another spread trying to finish off Mermaid, but I kind of got bored of it, so I just was done with it. And then this next spread is when I was kind of getting into Pretty Cure, or I was watching Pretty Cure a lot at the time. And if you don't know what Pretty Cure is, it's basically a show about magical girls, and they transform, and like it's been going on for a while now. Like it has like what 20 seasons or series, and like each of them are different, and like they have different themes, different set of girls. And this spread is just kind of like the villain characters, or like characters that are both like red and black, so I could just get it all aesthetically pleasing. The next spread is of my OCs, Pip and Dolan. So this is Pip and this is Dolan. They're from a story that I kind of abandoned. like I don't know, like I really like the characters a lot, but the story started I stopped getting inspiration to tell the story. So here's also Matthew and Edmund. They're also from that story. Maybe one day I'll come back and visit that story. Here is me designing a character for a story that me and my sisters are wanting to tell eventually. So this is me trying to design him. And then I also was trying out acrylic paint in the sketchbook. And this next spread, I pasted in some doodles in my monthly planner. I'm homeschooled, so what we would have is like a monthly planner, and that would be like our schedule. And so, but I would often doodle in mine, and so I just took a couple of them and pasted them in here. I have a lot more, but I have them pasted in a different sketchbook that I have yet to do a tour of, so that'll be cool when I do a tour of that. And then right here I drew kind of like a preppy boy character, so yep. And then right here I drew this actually traditionally, and then I put it in and drew it digitally, but I still had the traditional sketch, so I just finished the traditional sketch. And I actually kind of like how the traditional sketch turned out a bit better, but I still think both of them turned out really cool. So I'll put both of them up on the screen so you can see both of them. And then right here I drew two Sonic OCs just because. And then right here I drew some Pinterest doodles, like things I saw on Pinterest. So I just doodled them like pretty, like shot for shot, I guess. I think, I can't quite remember, it's been a long time. And I think they turned out really cute. And then right here I did a like it's just a spread, or a comic book kind of spread. Oh goodness, I am losing my brain. Need to get a sip of tea. Anyways, so this was me trying to have two characters interact. This is my character Iko and Kyota, and I didn't actually come up with what they were saying, so it's not the greatest, but yeah, that's what I tried. And then this next spread I have me trying to design a character of mine. His name is Clyde, and I was just trying to design him. And I think this is basically how he looks now. I still have a lot to work with his character design, but you know, I think this is kind of what I like right now. I actually have drawn him digitally, but I've not posted that yet. So yeah. And this next spread, this was way back then. I did a 3 emojis challenge. So I had like a website that gave me 3 random emojis, and I tried to draw a character inspired off of that. So this is what this is about. So this was me doodling her. And this was the beginning of Inktober of 2022. Yeah, it took me a long time to get through the sketchbook. But anyway, so this was the beginning of that. So I tried to do a little of doodle or practice before I got into it. I'm going to try not to talk too much about these because otherwise we're going to be here all day. So Inktober, very similar to Mermaid. You get a prompt for each month. And so I got inspired to draw like certain things. So gargoyle, I drew a gargoyle girl. And then for scurry, I drew a mouse girl. And for bat, I drew Rouge, and I think she turned out really cool. And scallop, I drew a inkling, which is kind of cool because Inktober and inkling, you know. And then flame, I drew my OC Candles, who has kind of fire for his hair. And then bouquet, I drew flowers, so that's kind of all I did there. Trip, a girl fell over and she tripped, so pretty self-explanatory there. I'm so bad at explaining my art. but I'm trying my best. And then for match, I drew 2 characters matching each other. For nest, I drew some girl and a nest. A lot of these are just random characters that I just draw off the top of my head. And then crabby, I just drew a boy with a crabby expression. Eagle, I drew a girl holding an eagle. And for forget, it's like her memories are flying away and turning into butterflies. And so that's like, these prompts are just supposed to like kind of inspire you. It's not like supposed to be the entire aesthetic. For kind, I drew a girl showing kindness to a boy, which I think is really cute. And then for empty, I drew like, I think empty turned out really cool. It's like there's like a hole in his chest, so he feels empty. So I think that one was really cool. Armadillo, I drew a girl holding an armadillo. And then for fowl, I drew Link with a cuckoo because I thought a fowl as a bird, so that's what I wanted to draw then. And Salty, I drew Tsukishima because in the fan base, it's kind of like an ongoing joke that they call him like Salty or something, or Saltashima. So that's why I drew that. And then for scrape, I just drew a girl with a scraped up knee. So ponytail, I drew Link from Breath of the Wild. He has the ponytail, so, and I really like how this one turned out. Like the side profile, like inking traditionally is really difficult because like if you like smudge it, then it's like, you know, there's no undo button, so you just gotta go with it. And so like I think the line art turned out really well for that one. And then for Bluff, he's just sitting on the edge of a cliff, which is also called a bluff, like out onto the water. And then Bad Dog, I just drew like an angry looking dog. And then Heist, I drew somebody heisting a gym. And so I think that one turned out really cool. I like I don't know, I just really like that one. For Booger, I drew somebody sneezing, and yeah, I think this one was fun. I think it was like a lazier one though, but it was really fun. Then for Fairy, I really like how Fairy turned out, but I kind of wish I just made her wings connected to her back instead of just floating there, but I don't know. I like how her hair turned out and she looks really cute. Candy, no, actually no, this one's Tempting. But I spelled candy on, like she's looking into a candy store. And so it's like tempting to go into the candy store. And so a lot of my relatives really liked this one because of the background. They always like it when I do backgrounds. For Ego, I just drew somebody looking at their reflection. And yeah, I think this one is really cool. I'm going to say that a lot, is this one's really cool and this one's really cool. I say that a lot. For snack, I drew somebody snacking, so eating a donut, and I really like how that one turned out. And then for camping, I drew my characters Pip and Dolan. They, like from that story a while ago, they like to camp, and these two are brothers, so yeah, they have like a big forest in their backyard and they like to camp in there. For Uh-Oh, I accidentally, quotation marks, spilled some coffee on some paper and tried to draw something in the coffee, which was kind of difficult. Like I've seen other people do it, but actually doing it, like I didn't know exactly what to draw in there, so I just drew a girl holding a bunch of cats because cats like kind of knock over things, and so yeah. And then for gear, I drew a kid with earmuffs that are like stopwatches, and like it's like broken and you can see the gears flying out of it, which is kind of cool. And then for farm, that was the last prompt. My grandparents own a farm, and so growing up, you know, be around the farm, and so I have like memories from that, and so it's very nostalgic for me. Our grandma would like when she would make pancakes a lot, and so she would like put her hair behind like she'd grab like a headband, and so our hair would be out of our face. And she had cats, and we would get the eggs, and you know, it's just my childhood, and so that's why I drew that. This next spread, I drew some doodles, kind of like a bit tired from doing Inktober, so just doodling a little bit. I think I took a break from doing traditional for a little bit, but then I came back and I drew this. I wanted to draw something that went from one spread to another, so I drew two characters that probably don't get along very well, and they're like handcuffed together, and I really like how this spread turned out. I think it's really cool. Then me and my siblings were doing, like, we like to do art challenges with each other, and so this was like a character, like draw a character inspired off of yourself. I think this was like a fantasy one, and so I can't quite remember everything about him. I kind of wish I wrote down what challenge this was, because I would like to know what I got to create him. And so I think he's really cool. I really like his design. Right here, I was just doodling some of my Christmas ornaments. So like, my family kind of has like this tradition where every year we buy a Christmas ornament, and yeah, these were some Christmas ornaments that I got a long time ago, and so that's why I was doodling that. This was around Christmas. Okay, now we're halfway, so this was halfway through my sketchbook. So I drew a character of mine. She's not really in any of my stories, but she's just kind of like a crazy character. I find that I like drawing kind of crazy female characters, and so this is just me drawing halfway. Then these were some drawings of that one story that I was talking about earlier. These are two characters that come from that story. We have Gwen and Hilda and Gwen. Sorry, I got their names backwards. Oh, I really like this page. It's like one of my favorite spreads. It's just drawing a lot of Sonic stuff. So I have classic Sonic, modern Sonic, movie Sonic, and he has like a little donut in reference to Donut Lord. Then I drew Silver, Amy, and Shadow, and I think all these turned out just so good. I just love sketching with pencil and drawing with pencil. It just looks so light and cute. I just love this page so much. This next page I was practicing drawing curls. I still have a lot to learn with drawing curls, but I still think that she turned out pretty good. And then I drew a little calico cat right here, and she's really cute. Then for this I drew Kenma, because Kenma is like my favorite character. He's from Haikyuu, if you don't know. He's a volleyball anime. And then I was trying to design a jester character, because he's like a villain character in that one story I keep talking about. Maybe this is a sign that I need to come back to that story. But anyways, here I did some doodles, and here's me doodling my character Clyde, me trying to figure out more of how I want to draw him. My dog wants out. I'll give me a minute. You want out? More drawings of my character Clyde, me trying to figure him out. And so then this was when I was trying to do Mermaid, but yeah, you can see that I gave up. I was like, day one, day two, I'm gonna just draw mermaids. No, that didn't happen. And then I ended up drawing my character Jay from a story that me and my sisters tell together. So yeah, sorry Mermaid, maybe next year. And then this is when I got my Posca pens. So I had Posca pens before, but like this was when I was like really trying to practice what I can actually do with Posca pens, and this turned out like really cool. It kind of reminds me of like Spider-Verse, or like the Spider-Verse movies. Give me a minute. My dog's going back in. Oh no, my timers. Oh, there it is. Okay. I have to have a timer so I don't talk too long. And then I really enjoyed doing that, so I did it again, but this time with a girl, and I think she turned out really cute, and I had so much fun doing that. that I did it again. Posca markers or pens are just so much fun to play around with. In this spread, I drew Atom. The sub calls him Adam. In the English dub, he's called Astro Boy, but in the sub version, he's Adam. And so I watched through the sub, so I call him Adam. But if you're a bit confused there. So I drew him here. So I think he turned out really cute. Then I just drew like an idea for a character here. I don't know. I just end up drawing just random things from time to time. More of Pip and stuff from that story. I must have been really thinking about it at this time. Because, yikes, I drew him a lot. This drawing turned out really cool. I really like that. I should draw more stuff like that. It's just making me want to draw more. Then I drew kind of like a poster for it. So these are like characters that I have in it. So maybe I'll like do a video or something going more into that story, like how it is. And maybe I can ask you guys if you have any ideas, because I'm kind of at a loss with that story. So that would be kind of fun to ask about that. And then I just put some sticky notes in and drew that. And then this was around the time when I was getting into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I was just watching it, like somebody suggested that I drew him for like that color wheel challenge. So I drew, like I watched a couple scenes of it, but I ended up kind of getting obsessed with it. And so like the animation is so good. It was so funny. Like it's such a good show. I love it. Like, it's so good. And this next spread, I did some kind of doodles. Like I have Shinso from My Hero Academia and Kageyama from Haikyuu. And then this is kind of one of my characters. I have Iko. And then I drew Tulip from Infinity Train. And I saw like this on Pinterest and I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to try it out. It's like a hideaway door thing for a sketchbook or like a scrapbook, so you can kind of hide away things. So this is a character 1-1 and he's in like a ball pit. So it's a really fun show, so I drew that. And so I want to do more stuff like that. It's really cool and clever. Then these are some doodles I did during church. And so, yeah. And, oh, did I skip a page? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Then this page, I just used pink. And I just really like the vibe of this page. It just is so, like, light and airy. I just love this page. It's so cute. Then this next page, I was drawing some characters for a story that me and my sisters tell together. So, yeah. I really like drawing Jay's side profile. I think he looks really cool. Like, he has like a beak, and I just think he looks really cute. Then this was kind of like a weird drawing. I just like, it was like one of those drawings that just kind of come on you spontaneously. And so that's kind of, I don't know, it's just really random. And it still turned out really cool. It kind of looks like, what's that guy's name? Rock Lee from Naruto? And that one character from Demon Slayer, I don't know his name. He's got blonde hair. Maybe I'll find a picture of him and throw him up on the screen. It kind of looks like that to me. Then I drew Tails and Cosmo, because I kind of ship them. I think they're kind of cute. And then I have some Ghibli stickers, so I threw them in. And then the little dust spirits or whatever, I can't quite remember what they're called. So, but I drew them here and there. And then I drew the cat from Kiki's Delivery Service. I've actually never watched Kiki's Delivery Service, but I think the cat's cute. I think I was just really sad right here, so I was drawing something kind of angsty just to kind of make myself feel a little bit better, because sometimes you gotta do that. And these are some more characters from that story that me and my sisters tell. Boy, I should probably make a video about that one too. let me know if that's something you would be interested in, like just to like explain a little bit more about that story. So this is my character, her name is Abby, and then this is another character in the story. His name is Jack, and he's like a flying squirrel boy, and so yeah, it's really fun. It's a fun story. And then this was when I was trying to design my avatar character that you see sometimes talk on the screen. I'm actually thinking about redesigning her again because I kind of draw myself differently now. Like, I kind of drew myself in like this hoodie, and I kind of look a little bit edgy, but now I've been drawing myself like wearing like a lot brighter and like kind of sunshiny clothes, and I've been liking fashion that's kind of like this. I'll throw it up on the screen, and so I'm kind of like wanting to make it where I wear some more stuff like that. So been thinking about just doing a soft redesign of that. And then this next page, I drew classic Surge and classic Kit, like what they would look like in the classic Sonic art style, and so that's what I drew there. And then I drew Sonic and Tails, but kind of if they were Surge and Kit instead. So like he's wearing, like, I tried to make their designs look a bit more edgy, made them wearing Kit and Surge's outfits, and yeah. And here's where I start the next Inktober, because this took me a while. I will say I was using other sketchbooks at the time, so yeah. So it takes me forever, but you know, I'm not, I also do digital art, so I'm not like not drawing. But so for Dream, I drew somebody dreaming, and then for Spiders, I drew Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I really like how this page turned out because they're both like, he's upside down, and I don't know, they look like they're just paralleling each other, and it's really cool. For Path, I drew somebody walking down a path, and then for Dodge, I drew somebody like dodging like a bullet or something, I don't know. For Map, I drew Link looking at a map, and then for Golden, I drew my OC Emmett. He's kind of like an egotistical character, so him sitting on a pile of gold just seemed to fit, so I drew that. Then for Drip, I drew another Inkling, because that's what I could think of, and I think this one turned out really cool. What's really cool about seeing like the other Inktober that I did, you can see like how much I've improved. So like my line work looks a lot better in this Inktober than it does in the last Inktober, which I think is kind of cool. Then for Toad, I drew Toadette just to kind of match with the pink vibe of the spread. I think she turned out really cute. For Bounce, I drew Best Frog Girl, Asui, and I think she's turned out really cute. And for Fortune, I drew Louie Duck from the 2017 reboot DuckTales. So, because he's kind of like a greedy like character. For Wonder, I drew Wart from Over the Garden Wall, one of the best shows I've watched in a while. I really love that show. And then for Spicy, I drew Red Sun from Monkey Kid, another amazing show. A lot of this is fan art, because like I just couldn't really think of what else to draw, but I really like how a lot of these ones turned out. Like Spicy, just, I love Spicy. And more fan art, I drew the turtles from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and because the prompt was Rise, and so it was Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that's why. And then for Castle, I drew Sheeta and Patsu from Castle in the Sky, a Ghibli movie. So the scene where they're looking for the one warship or something. So yeah. For Dagger, I drew a girl probably getting ready to backstab this guy. And then for Angel and Demon, I kind of decided to like mix them together. So we have, you know, like when you have your good consciousness and your bad consciousness, your angel is like telling you to do a good thing, but your demon is like telling you to do the not so good thing. But I really like how this page turned out, like how she's thinking, and I just really love the angel's expression. He looks really stressed. For Saddle, I drew Link and Epona, and I think that turned out really cute. I love this one. And For Plump, I drew a little baby because then I thought of Plump. I thought of like the baby being like a chunky little baby. And so I think he turned out really cute. For Frost, I drew somebody when like their breath, you know, that's what I thought of. Oh no. So yeah. And then for Chains, I drew like a ghost kind of character. But kind of like, what's that movie? A Christmas Carol, you know, kind of that's what I thought about when I did that. So these are like just prompts to like get your head like just to get you thinking, you know, and I really like that about Inktober. And then for Scratchy, I just drew a girl wearing a Scratchy sweater. I actually posted all these on Instagram, so if you want to get like a better look at them, I have them on Instagram. Like, I'll probably leave a link to that. I also think I posted them on my community tab, so if you want to look at that. And then for Celestial, I drew Tears of the Kingdom Zelda, because that's what I thought about. For Shallow, I drew a person sitting in shallow water, and I think this one turned out really cool. Kind of looks a bit edgy. And then for Dangerous, I drew Supersonic, because I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool, and I kind of just wanted to draw Sonic, so it was kind of an excuse. Remove, I drew somebody, instead of being in a like interacting in a situation, they're just kind of removed and being on their phone. So I'm not really good at explaining my art, but I think you get the point. Then for Beast, I drew Belle from Beauty and the Beast with the shadow of Beast in the behind her. I think I saw something on Pinterest that it kind of inspired me to do it this way, but I think this one turned out really cool. Then for Sparkle, I drew Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. And then for Massive, I drew Arietti from Secret World of Arietti in a cup. I think I saw like something on Pinterest of a character sitting in a cup or something, and that's where I got that. And then for Rush, I kind of drew my avatar trying to rush in to get this done, because at the end of Inktober, because you're drawing something every single day, so you're a bit tired by the end of it. And then for Fire, I drew my character Candles having fire in his hand, and I think this turned out so cool because I really like how the fire came through, like you can see this, like the silhouette of his hand through the fire. This one is definitely one of my favorites. It turned out just so cool. And in this next spread, I'm trying to figure out like how to draw a character of mine. His name is Leo, and so I was trying to figure out how to draw him a bit more. So, and yeah, trying to draw him more. And he is a part of a set of other brothers. He is the eldest out of his quadruplet identical brothers, and they are in another story of mine called Mail Club that I've been really excited about, that I've been thinking a bit too much about. These are kind of like older designs for them. I have been designing them lately, and so yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately, and I have a lot of drawings that I kind of want to do, and maybe I'll probably do a video about me explaining that story, so I don't want to spoil really anything. So I just drew them interacting right here. And then these are two other characters that I'm needing to redesign that are in the same story. We have Drew and Jane, and so I need to redesign them because I'm not liking their designs here. Then I drew Neil. He's in the same story that me and my sisters tell together. He is a mouse boy, and yeah, he's a bit sad here, but then I drew him happy, so everything's okay. Then I just did some pen sketches right here. I feel like when I'm just kind of don't know what to fill in a spread, I just kind of do a pen sketch spread, and if it turns out good, yeah, and then, you know, then yay, but if it doesn't turn out good, then whatever, it wasn't supposed to be good. And so yeah, and I can tell right here I was kind of going through art block, but I I got some new pencils, so I was swatching those and seeing how I liked them, and then some marker right here. And I got another like how to draw cute animals book, and so I was drawing those. Then I went and saw The Boy and the Heron. I really didn't understand much of the movie, and a lot of it's I don't know, artisticness, but I still had a lot of fun, and the animation was really, really pretty. I didn't draw this or this, but I did draw the girl, the boy character. I can't remember their names right now because it has been a while since I watched the movie. And then I drew this, the heron, of course. And in this spread, I had some from Christmas, a jelly bean kind of packet thing. So I took like this and this and this from the packet and taped it in here. And then I kind of drew stuff that matched that vibe. And so I really like this page. It's really cute. This was supposed to be in that other spread, but she kind of looked like Cosmo, and I didn't think she really fit the vibe of the other spread. So I just decided to put her in here and just go with it, that she is Cosmo as a human. And then I drew Tails as a human over here, so just it matched. So yeah. And then this next spread, I drew Ravio. Like I just wanted to draw purple characters, I guess, from The Legend of Zelda. I drew Link Between Worlds. He's a character from that. And then I drew Blaze, the cat, right here. And some doodles, and put in a sticker of Link here. And this next spread, I think I was just trying to like draw something. So I have like a My Hero book, and so I was opening it to random pages, and whichever character was there, I would draw that character. So I got Ojiro, Jiro, which they have very similar names, Tokoyami, which is one of my favorite characters, and Asui, who is also one of my favorite characters. So I'm really happy with how that turned out, and they're all super, super cute, and I drew them like kind of in a chibi form. Then this was kind of like I just came up with like a random character or something, and I just randomly named her Tori Rich. I don't know. She's just random, and so, but she's cute. Then I drew Isabel just for because, and she just is super cute. At this point, I'm just trying to get this sketchbook done. Right here, I've just put in more of my Ghibli stickers and doodled around it. And then I took my Posca pens and did this. And I really like how this turned out. Like the orange and blue next to each other is just so cute. Then I had, for a planner, I had like a lot of these little stickers in it, but I don't ever use them. So I just decided just to put them in a spread. And so I just kind of made like a very schoolgirl type of interaction. Like, these are her best friends, and they're trying to like motivate her to confess to her boyfriend, her crush or something. And I just think it turned out really cute. So yep. Then I drew Jessie and Lake from Infinity Train Book 2, like just hanging out with each other. And then I drew Tulip, Atticus, and One from Book 1. And I think that turned out super duper cute. And this next spread, saw random stuff on Pinterest, and so that's where I got the inspiration for this page. It's like the book is kind of falling apart and turning into fish. So yeah, I think this page turned out really cool. This next page is kind of like, it's for a character of mine. Her name is Birdie, and she kind of has like a bad evil bird character that like feeds off of her greed in the story. So I don't want to explain too much because it's kind of spoilers, but yeah. But throughout the story she gets better, and I really like, and I tried to draw her really happy. Like I drew her really sad and angsty right here, but then I drew her really happy right here and really cute. So I always feel like I have to do that, is like if I draw something angsty, then I have to draw something really happy afterwards, if that makes any sense. So And then this next spread was very random, but I really like it. It's like, he's kind of confused about like what holiday it is. And, so like he's Easter themed, like he's doing Easter activities, but he's also dressed like a ghost. So I named him Cottontail, and I just love him. He's just so cute. He's like my little ghost bunny. Right here, I was like, you know, like those red rooms, like where you take a photo and you have to be in a red room in order for it to show up. Back then, that's what you had to do. And so I decided to draw that with my character Dante in there. And so it's pretty cool. I really like how this spread turned out. And yeah, this is the last page. And so what I decided to do is like, it took me 2 years to finish this sketchbook. Anyways, thanks for coming along. So yeah, like I don't really know what else to say about that. Except, yeah. It did take me 2 years to finish this sketchbook, but I was working on other sketchbooks simultaneously, so that it doesn't make me feel as bad, and I'm really happy with how this sketchbook turned out. Oops, I just bumped the camera. But yeah, it's a really good sketchbook, and yeah, I'm trying to finish another sketchbook. It's a much bigger sketchbook, so, but I'm trying to finish it before this year's Inktober. Here it is. I don't think it can fit in the frame, but yeah, it's pretty big compared to the other one. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to achieve next. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for coming along, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and yeah, bye.